Hi bees, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be doing the ultimate study guide for the T7 while I'm getting ready for work. So let's get right into the video. And again, I apologize for not posting or not linking any of the people that I recommended on my last video, but I promise in this video everything will be linked down below, and I'm going to be talking more into depth about the different types of programs and study guides and materials that I personally went through and various of people have recommended, not just me. So let's get right into it. I will be showing you guys what I'm going to be putting on. So I apologize, it's gonna be a little bit everywhere, but I'm gonna be putting on my Neutrogena Hydro Boost sunscreen. Anyways, so as you guys know, I took my T's exam in August. Unfortunately, I did not pass because I did not prep for chemistry at all, and the English portion, the writing portion was really easy. The English and the language portion was really easy. Math was easy as well, just the science section I did completely horrible in it because I did not study as much or pressure myself to study as much as I needed to. Anyways, so I'm gonna be naming and getting into the people who I'm currently using to study. So the first person that I have is Crash Course. I didn't get into Crash Course until like the very end of my studying, and I wish I would have studied a little bit more in that on Crash Course, because even though I was using a different person for science, I feel like if you're definitely a visual person and you like to get to the point of things, Crash Course is definitely your type of video or study method. They offer various videos on anatomy, on chemistry, on a lot of things, and he explains it very well. He's straight to the point, talks about everything that you need to know, and he's quick and fast. So you do have to like pause the video here and there so you guys can hear all the important detail, and literally everything that he says is important. Everything that he's mentioning, you're gonna write down. So literally it's a 3, 5, 6 minute video, and everything in that you have to write down. So it is very compact with information, but definitely worth watching, especially after you what I recommend is you guys watch the entire video first and then start writing down your notes, because I realize that a lot of the time we're watching the video and we're taking notes, but we're not really grasping the information because we're too busy writing it down. So definitely watch it first and then take notes. I think that was definitely one of my biggest mistakes, is that I didn't watch any of the videos that I was taking notes on. I just literally took notes and moved on. And that was my biggest downfall, is that I really didn't put the material to really work. I just, like I mentioned, took notes. Along with that, make sure you guys are practicing what you guys are learning. Once a week, do like a little test in that portion just to make sure you understand. The next thing that I really want to mention for the science section, Science with Susanna is an amazing person to study with. She's great. She understands everything. She explains it beautifully. She gives you free Quizlets. She gives you access to her notes, and all her notes are free, so you can like print them out and do it with her. She's an amazing woman, and I know she took a lot of time and dedication into taking down these notes for people, and literally they really did help. I learned all about the mitochondria. I learned about how DNA is being synthesized, how to, like, everything. I memorized it. So I know what eukaryotes and prokaryotes are by memory now, because of her video and because I kept practicing it, and it finally got stuck to me in my head. So she definitely works, in my opinion. And a lot of people have agreed that they've helped her a lot with the science section. As you guys know, the science section is very broad and there's a lot to learn, and so she literally breaks down everything that you need to know. Now granted, this is just for anatomy and physiology. This is not for the chemistry section, which we'll get to that in a moment. The next thing that I like to mention is NURSEHUB. NURSEHUB was one of those things that really did save my life, because like another subject, the math section is very, very broad. There's solving equations, and there's different types of ways to solving these things. And so for me, it was really difficult because I had a really bad experience when I was younger. I think it was in the 11th grade where I was taking pre-calculus, and I actually had asked a teacher to help me, and she kind of yelled at me in front of the entire class, and ever since then I just never liked math the way I used to. And so I kind of just gave up on putting my math to practice on a daily basis, and I never got any like advanced to where I wanted it to be. So NURSEHUB was one of those things that really did save my life. He gives you videos. I think the max are like 30-minute videos, and he puts your lessons to the test. He gives you quizzes right afterwards, and he's absolutely amazing. I love Brandon. He's literally my lifesaver. And honestly, I feel like I would have done a lot worse in the math section if it wasn't for me actually using NURSEHUB, and it's amazing. There's like a whole section. It's only $20 a month, and to be honest, it's not even expensive at all, because you get access to absolutely everything that they offer, and you get to take quizzes, you get to watch his videos, and there's a lot more other sections on there. But personally, I only used it for the math section. I try to use it for the science, but honestly, it was more quizzes. There wasn't anything like videos to learn from. It was just all quizzes. So I didn't use NURSEHUB for that. I just used it for math. Moving on to the science section, anatomy and physiology. Delightfully Sarah has one of the best notes I've seen. She breaks down everything. She has 3 different types of video, which I'll link all 3 videos in the description box down below. And she goes over everything that's anatomy and physiology. She breaks down everything. She does add a little bit of chemistry, which I like. But obviously it's not very broad, because her notes, I believe they were for T6, but they're very, really, very similar, other than the fact that they added chemistry. Next thing, for the chemistry portion, I highly recommend you go on the ATIT's website and purchase their study manual. The reason why is because everything that they want you to study for in the chemistry section, go over everything, because you don't know what's going to be on the test. And unfortunately, yeah, you do have to study everything that's in the chemistry section, because again, you don't know what it is. And even if it's just 9 questions or 7 questions or whatever, how many they are, you definitely want to make sure you know everything, because you don't know what's going to come up. And trust me, I thought that I didn't need to study for the chemistry section, and there was a lot more than what I expected there to be. I believe the study manual is $25, and it's super inexpensive. It's super cheap, and it will save your life. You can get the online one, or you can get the actual book. I believe you can also order it on Amazon, but me personally, I just bought the digital copy of it, and I like it. It's working really well. I feel like it does explain, and even if you don't really understand, you can look up videos to that particular subject, and it will go more into detail on YouTube. But at least you'll know what you have to study, because everything that you need to know is on the study manual. Okay, so the next thing is the ATIT's 7 textbook. Now, I know a lot of people don't really like using the T7 textbook because it is so compact, but the reason why I'm recommending this is because of the quizzes that they have, and you can go back and reference a lot of things that you're learning in that book, but it's mostly for the practice questions. I think they have like 3 different ones. They have A, B, and C, and I think it's really good and useful to have that. That way, after let's say a week or 2 weeks of you studying, you want to put everything into a practice and use one of those practice tests and see where else you have to study, and you can definitely go back into the book and review the section. So this is more of if you're not able to take like your computer everywhere, the book is definitely a good option because you can take the book anywhere you go and you can study in your car, on a plane. So you know, you definitely want to be studying everywhere you go as much as you possibly can. That way you're using your knowledge to the best of your ability when you're taking that exam. So another thing that I highly recommend is for you to sign up for apps that offer like T's prep study. One of them is the ATIT's Mastery app. I believe you do have to pay for it. I did pay for it for a while. It was great. There is a free alternative one that is called Nursing School Pocket Prep. And that one, you just sign up, you put in your email, you sign up with Google, whatever it is, and they have a whole free section where on a daily basis you can just open up your apps. You're on your phone anyways, you're on your TikTok anyways, so open up the app and you can literally start answering like practice questions anywhere you go. So if you feel like you're being a little unproductive or you've been on TikTok for a while, make sure you guys substitute a lot of time into studying on your phone as well. I mean, like I said, you're on it anyways, so might as well take advantage of these free apps and study as much as possible. Okay, I just finished doing my makeup off camera, that way I can like actually talk to you guys. Okay, so like I was saying, make sure you guys are using all these free resources as much as you guys possibly can. There's so much there's so much research, there's so much apps, YouTube videos, everything at your disposal, and take advantage of it, because right now we're in this era where we're all about helping each other, and we love pushing these videos where, hey, use this person because they're amazing. Don't bother going to anybody else because they're literally perfect. Along with that, the last person that I want to talk about is Caolyn McAllister. She is a godsend. Please do not go to anybody else for the English, the reading portion. You don't need to. Go to Caolyn McAllister and she will literally change your mind about everything that you thought you knew about the English section and the reading section, because let me tell you guys, it will shock you. Literally in my English section, I did not read one passage on that test, and tell me how I got like a 60-something% and I did not read it at all. And the only reason why I got that lower of a score is because I didn't finish watching all of her videos because I was not paying attention and I was not studying as hard as I should. But I've seen people go on her videos, go in her comments, literally everyone's saying, I literally passed because of her. And let me tell you, I suck at English. I'm surprised I even did that good. I'm surprised I even got over like a 10%, let me tell you guys, because I don't know what a comma is. I don't know what a semicolon is. I don't know what these, like, if I didn't know anything. And she literally helped me. So for me, like a 68% is perfect for me, because I probably would have never gone anywhere near that because of her. So, like I said, all these resources are going to be listed in the description. All these resources are going to be listed in the description box down below. Again, for your disposal, use it as much as you guys possibly can. Take advantage. And I really hope that this video helps somebody out there. Let me know down below if my video helped you find somebody who you really connected with on YouTube and who helped you pass this test, because that's all my goal really is to help you guys and myself. I'm not going to keep, you know, oh my god, like this person's so good, I'm not going to let anybody else know about it. No, this is not what it is about here. The last thing that I do want to talk about is a group that I have on Facebook. Not me personally, but it's a really popular group. It's called Free ATIT's 7 Study Group, and it looks like this. I had pinned it in my other video, but unfortunately they actually had to take away that video due to, I think, like copyright issues. This has 12,000 members on there. You guys can ask any type of questions that you guys need help in, and I promise you a lot of people are there to help you and help each other out. It's one of the best study groups that I've ever been a part of, and everyone is really responsive. So take advantage, and let me know down below if you have like any other people who you want to mention that, you know, helped you guys. So yeah, bees, I will see you next time, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Bye bees.